Hello and welcome to Martin Maths. I'm doing a lesson for my Year 7s on percentage. I'm just going to go through a couple of concepts. First thing is, what is percentage? Now it comes from Latin out of 100. So everything is out of 100. So for instance, if you get a test score and you get 7 out of 40, you want to know what that is out of 100. So watch the fractions videos, especially on equivalent fractions, and you want to know what that is out of 100. So there's some number out of 100 that's the same as 7 over 40. So I'll multiply both sides by 100. And then you know that 7 over 40 times 100 will give you that amount, that percentage. So that 100 and that 40, they can both cancel 10. 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. And then 7 times 2.5 is 17.5. So that is the percentage of 7 over 40. So that will give you some help with finding one amount as a percentage of another. 7 over 40 is 17.5%. Okay. Another idea you might want to do is convert percentages and decimals. Say, for instance, you have 0.15. The easiest thing to do there is multiply it by 100, because that is in the tens and that's in the hundreds. So it's times by 100, it's 15%. Now, two that sometimes get confused, 0.05 and 0.5. 0.5 is a half, so that's 50%. If you multiplied that by 100, the decimal point would move, well, that number would move two decimal places there, and then into the tens, so 50%. If I multiply this by 100, it's going to move once and then twice, becomes 5%. Okay? So one other idea you might want to see is to find the percentage of an amount. So say I wanted 20% of a number. I'm hoping that you would know 50% is half and 25% is a quarter. So I'm not going to show examples of those. You can use fractions or decimals for that. But say 20%, you could convert that to a decimal, dividing by 100, or you can convert it to a fraction. Its percentage is 20%, decimal is 0.2, but as a fraction, that is 2/10, and that's what I'm going to use here. So 2/10 of 45, so making this a fraction of amount. Well, that's the same as 1/5, cancelling those, and 45 divided by 5 is 9. So 2/10, or 1/5, or 20% of 45 is 9. Okay, so the more fluent you get between percentages, fractions, and decimals, the more easily you can change between those. There we go. That's a bit of help for my Year 7s. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.